we have a fun little reunion story. Geno Smith, he's going back to the Jets. Headed back to New York is Geno Smith on a 1 year deal where he is apparently going to be the starter for the Jets. I think the Jets really got screwed by Dante Moore. I think they wanted to draft him at number 2. I think they would have drafted him at number 2. However, he's not going to the draft this year. So the Jets needed to pivot and figure out, hey, if we can't get Dante Moore this year, how can we get him next year? And they looked at the Raiders and said, hey, look, the Raiders got the number 1 overall pick. So how'd they do it? Well, they started Geno Smith for 15 games. They only won 2 of those 15 games. They lost all the rest of their games, and they got the number 1 pick. So the Jets said, well, you know what? We can do that too. So they have signed Geno Smith. I think the Jets are clearly tanking. I don't think this is a win now move. I think the Jets want the number 1 overall pick, whether it's Arch Manning or Dante Moore, whoever it ends up being. They want their pick of whoever quarterback they want in the 2027 draft. And the best way to do that, the best way to guarantee yourself the number 1 pick is to bring in a really bad quarterback and pair him up with a really bad roster. That's what the Jets have. They have a bad roster. I think they have a bad coach in Aaron Glenn. I don't think he's a good coach. He certainly hasn't proven himself yet. The roster's not very good, and now the quarterback, Geno Smith, not very good either. He was good. He had a couple good years with the Seahawks. I'll give it to him. In Seattle, he was a top 10 quarterback, but he was probably the worst quarterback in the league last year with the Raiders. He's only getting older, and I don't think the Jets are going to be able to elevate him the way Seattle did. Seattle elevated him. They had good coaching staff, good roster around him, and a good defense. The Jets have none of those things. The Jets also don't have an offensive line. It's going to be a rough showing, I think, for the Jets and for Geno Smith, but I think that's exactly what the Jets are hoping will happen. That's what they want. They want the number 1 overall pick, and I think they could get it with Geno Smith at the helm.